Alright, hey everybody. This is going to be a video on the area model that we've been working on when multiplying decimals. And the equation we're going to be working on is 2 and 5/10 times 1 and 2/10. The role of 1 and 2/10 will be played by the color yellow, and the role of 2 and 5/10 will be played by the color blue. Now, because I'm on a computer, whenever two colors are in one of the small squares, so in the hundredths, it will be played by the color green. So, as I was explaining today in class, what we're going to be doing, we're starting out with 1 and 2/10. So I've colored in that whole grid to represent the number 1, and then 2/10 is represented by the 2 bars, because that's 10 hundredths there. And then this is 2/5. So this is a 1 whole, this is 2 whole, and this is 5/10 or fifths. 5/10. So when we multiply, we're either going to be looking for 2.5. We want to see 1 and 2/10 set of those, or we want to see 1.5, 2, or 1 and 2/10 2.5 times. So what we're going to do is combine them and multiplying them in stages, so we see the area that it takes up. Okay. Since both numbers are over 1, we're going to expect that our answer is greater than what we start with, so it's going to be greater than 2.5. And let's find out if that is true. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is multiply this 1 whole by these 2 holes, or this 2.5 holes. But we're going to do that step by step by step. So the first step is to take 1 whole and multiply it by another whole. Now remember, when my squares touch, since it's blue and yellow and they're in the same, those 2 colors in the same hole, it should turn green. Et voila. So you can see each square had the color blue and the color yellow in it, so it's turned green. So let's try that again. So now we're going to multiply. Again, we're multiplying 1 by 2 and 5/10. And so we did 1 times 1 is 1, because all of the hundredths grid is colored. And then we're going to bring over this again, and again this should turn green. And there you go. So again, each square has the color blue and yellow in it. And now, because we're multiplying 1 by 2.5, so we did 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 1 is 1. And now we're going to be doing 1 times 0.5. So wherever this 2 colors are, we would expect to find green. And there you go. Because we had this 1 whole, we brought that down, and we brought the 5/10 over. The squares that had both colors in them turned green, so that would be these 5/10. So 1 times 5/10 would be 5/10. Alright, so now we're going to do the same process, but now with the rest of 1 and 2/10, which is this 2/10 here. So first we multiplied 1 by 2/5, and now we're going to be multiplying 2/10 by 2/5. And let's see what happens. So first we're going to bring a 2/10 down. And again, we're going to be multiplying that by 1. So again, wherever there is both yellow and blue, it should turn green. There you go. And now we're going to do that again. So again, it was these 2/10 covering up, so that turned green. So now we're multiplying 2/10 by 1 again. And there you go again. We have that 2/10 turned green. So again, it makes sense. 2/10 times 1 would be 2/10. We're multiplying 2/10. Oops. By 5/10. And let's see what happens. Et voila. This area right here turned green, because that was the only squares that had both blue and yellow in them. So now the last step is to count all of the squares that have green in them, and that should give us our answer. So that would be 1, 2, and 5/10. So that would be, so far, 2 and 5/10. Let me write that over here, like an equation we've seen before. So 2/10. So right now that would be 2 7/10, right? Now we're going to do another, we're going to add another 2/10 right here, another 2/10. So that would give us 2.9 tenths. And finally, we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 hundredths or 1/10, and that's going to give us the number 3. So 2 5/10 times 1 2/10 is 3. Hopefully this clears up some confusion on how to use the strategy. And if it's still the color of mud, leave a comment, ask a question. I'm here to explain. Alright, hope all is well, and we'll see you later.